Hey, my friends, we will be right back to the show. But I have a question for you. Are you struggling with the impact of childhood trauma? Well, know that you're not alone. I'm here to let you know that I'm starting a brand new weekly coaching group that includes a year of life coaching, accountability, support, habit and goal setting, and more. I'm starting a waitlist for the group right now, and I'm only taking a handful of people. And I'll let you know that through this personalized coaching, we'll work together to help you understand how your childhood trauma has shaped your beliefs, behaviors, emotions, and will help you create a roadmap for healing and growth. Right now, you can schedule an absolutely free coaching session with me and get put on the wait list if you go to thinkunbroken.com. My friends, it's your time to turn your trauma into triumph, breakdowns into breakthroughs, and become the hero of your own story. And I'm here to support you in doing that. Just go to thinkunbroken.com to register for a free coaching call with me and to get put on the wait list for the brand new weekly coaching program. Hey, my friends, we will be right back to the show. But I have a question for you. Are you struggling with the impact of childhood trauma? Well, know that you're not alone. I'm here to let you know that I'm starting a brand new weekly coaching group that includes a year of life coaching, accountability, support, habit and goal setting, and more. I'm starting a waitlist for the group right now, and I'm only taking a handful of people. And I'll let you know that through this personalized coaching, we'll work together to help you understand how your childhood trauma has shaped your beliefs, behaviors, emotions, and will help you create a roadmap for healing and growth. Right now, you can schedule an absolutely free coaching session with me and get put on the wait list if you go to thinkunbroken.com. My friends, it's your time to turn your trauma into triumph, breakdowns into breakthroughs, and become the hero of your own story. And I'm here to support you in doing that. Just go to thinkunbroken.com to register for a free coaching call with me and to get put on the wait list for the brand new weekly coaching program. We'll be right back to the show. But before we do, I want to tell you about today's sponsor, factormeals.com, where if you go to factormeals.com/unbroken50 and use the code unbroken50, you can get 50% off your first order. That's factormeals.com/unbroken50. If you're like me and you are a person who is busy trying to create a life, heal, work on their health, wealth, and relationships, and not to mention deal with the day-to-days of normal life, you do not have time to be going to the grocery store and trying to figure out what you're going to cook every single day of the week. In fact, one time I did the math and I realized I was spending over 15 hours a week at the grocery store and cooking. When I added Factor, I got to use that time for myself, for my family, for my friends, for my community, and for my business. And so if you're in the place where you need some more support in the kitchen, head to factormeals.com/unbroken50 and use the code unbroken50 to get 50% off. Hey, my friends, we will be right back to the show. But I have a question for you. Are you struggling with the impact of childhood trauma? Well, know that you're not alone. I'm here to let you know that I'm starting a brand new weekly coaching group that includes a year of life coaching, accountability, support, habit and goal setting, and more. I'm starting a waitlist for the group right now, and I'm only taking a handful of people. And I'll let you know that through this personalized coaching, we'll work together to help you understand how your childhood trauma has shaped your beliefs, behaviors, emotions, and will help you create a roadmap for healing and growth. Right now, you can schedule an absolutely free coaching session with me and get put on the wait list if you go to thinkunbroken.com. My friends, it's your time to turn your trauma into triumph, breakdowns into breakthroughs, and become the hero of your own story. And I'm here to support you in doing that. Just go to thinkunbroken.com to register for a free coaching call with me and to get put on the wait list for the brand new weekly coaching program. No excuses, just results. If the truth offends you, it only means one thing. You're living a lie. Trent Shelton. Enough is enough. You have lied to yourself, cheated yourself out of greatness, and wasted the power of who you can be. You have allowed your potential to cease to exist. You have allowed the vortex to eat your spirit. You have chosen to negatively affect your family, relationships, community, and put your talent on a shelf. Aren't you tired of it? Aren't you tired of always letting yourself down? I replayed those words in my head for years. It was those words that echoed as I made the decision to take up the sword and battle for my life. I was so incredibly, vehemently, and overwhelmingly ashamed of the person that I had become as I stood in front of the mirror that day. The truth is, I was tired of my own bullshit. I had full choice in my actions, yet I blamed the world for my shortcomings. I chose every good and bad decision, action, and the motives behind the events that were happening. But I had not admitted that to myself. When I failed, I blamed everyone else but me. I was a prisoner in my own body and mind because I chose to be. I suffered so much torment at my own hands. There was no other person in control over my actions except me, but I didn't have ownership over my shit. There were some bright lights in my life. I had reliable friends, a solid business, and a partner that had my back. But what's good in having those things when I hated myself and was sabotaging my life at every turn? Since I was a child, I have lied, cheated, stolen, hurt people, did things to hurt myself, and worst of all, pretended that it didn't matter. I thought that my life was not important and that it was destined to live a fruitless existence, filled with anger and sadness. It took me a very long time to come to the realization that my actions were rooted in my past and that I was the sum total of all of my experiences. I was playing the predetermined role of victim. Nothing was ever my fault, and I made excuses for everything that happened. Admitting to myself that I was the one responsible for everything happening in my life was incredibly hard because for the first time, it meant that I had no one else to blame. That was scary because admitting fault meant that I had to take accountability for myself. Here is a list of my excuses. My parents turned me into a bad person. My girlfriend doesn't understand me. I don't get enough time off from work. I'm already 150 pounds overweight. It tastes better than salad. No one will believe me anyway. I don't care how I feel inside. I don't have the money. I can't quit smoking. I don't have the time. I'm too depressed. I'm too suicidal. I'm too anxious. I'm too sad. No one supports me. I've always been on my own. This is how I was raised. It's your fault. It's not my problem. I don't believe in myself. I'm scared. And my favorite? Nothing is wrong. Making excuses was easier than actually dealing with the truth that I was fucking my life up. After identifying the outdated excuses I used to protect myself, I had to make a decision to become brutally honest with myself and the people in my life. Excuses are lies, and I was a masterful liar. I could lie myself out of any situation, and I have found that being a liar carries certain perks, like vicious panic attacks, sleepless nights, trying to remember stories, hurting myself, and the people around me. Lying is a coping mechanism built in survival. We have to lie to protect ourselves, and in the most extreme cases, to save our lives. I used to have to lie to teachers, the police, and other adults because if the truth about my home life surfaced, the beatings I received intensified. You may have had to lie for similar reasons, and because that is your baseline, the behavior of making excuses has carried into your adult life. The difference is that as an adult, you likely do not need to lie to protect yourself, and instead of self-preservation, you are faced with self-destruction. When your excuses and lies become your truth, then you are faced with a moral quandary. Who am I? Who am I is the hardest question you will ever have to answer. The silver lining of understanding why I continue to lie as an adult forced me to reevaluate who I really am as a person. I made a declaration and promised to myself to stop lying. My values also began changing. My number one value used to be money. Now it is honesty. Being honest is the cornerstone value in my life, and it also is the fulcrum and measure for everything that I do. We'll be right back to today's show, but first I need to ask you a question. Are you feeling stuck? Are you feeling like you don't have the support to go to the next level in your healing journey? Are you feeling like you wish you had a little bit more support from not only myself, but the Unbroken Nation? Well, my friend, I want to invite you to come and join our live weekly coaching sessions in Think Unbroken. All you have to do is go to Keys, Keys, keys.thinkunbroken.com to sign up and join us today with 100% money back, no questions asked, guaranteed, and no contract or commitment. Every week for the next year, you can come and be a part of our live coaching sessions each Monday as we dive deep into not only answering your questions, but questions from the Unbroken Nation, and help you take all of the information that you learn in the podcast, in the courses, and other areas of this journey, bring them into your life and use it in a way that is practical, life-changing, and transformative. So my friend, join us at keys.thinkunbroken.com, and we will see you this Monday. I don't care where you are from, how you were raised, how much money you have, who you know, who you don't know, where you've been, or where you are. There are no excuses for not living on your terms. Every single moment of your life, up until right now, is your foundation and your baseline. We can agree on that. However, blaming the circumstances of your life for being unhappy, unhealthy, and in the vortex is bullshit. Lying to yourself and making excuses will not help you become the person you want to be. Yes, I know that is hard to hear, but it's true. You can and should acknowledge your past to leverage it, but you cannot use it as an excuse anymore. In a very literal sense, I should be dead or in jail. I should not be writing this book, traveling the world, or being happy. I should have never made it out of high school, found success in corporate America and my own businesses, or dug myself out of the grasp of the vortex. I, like you, was set up to fail. 99 times out of 100, I don't make it out. But I don't need those other 99. I only need one. That is all you need too. You have one chance at life, and in a single choice, everything can be different. Even today, as I look at the community in which I was raised, I see never-ending chaos. In fact, in the last 3 years, 3 of my childhood best friends have been murdered, and over the years, countless others have died or are in prison. The environment I came from was hell for me and so many other children. I can't help but think that environment gifted me with stubbornness and pride and never giving up, even in the darkest times. I refuse to quit. That's my resiliency. Everything that is next in your life is a choice. You hold the power to manifest, act on, and create the exact life that you want. I don't know about you, but I don't want to die wondering what if. If you are not moving towards your health, then you are making excuses and lying to yourself. You owe it to yourself to leave nothing on the table. You owe it to yourself and no one else to get out of the vortex. So do it. It's not rocket science. Do you want to be happy, healthy, prosperous, and stable? You need to define these goals and move towards them. I've laid the steps out. Now you have to take the first step. You have to hold yourself accountable. You have to move forward and find community. Give yourself permission to heal. Be excited about what's next for you and stop making excuses. This is how you take the first step. You decide to be healthy. To be honest, I don't believe that you can name a single valid reason for why you cannot have the life that you want. I don't believe there is a reason you cannot be happy, healthy, and live a sustainable life. If you truly believe that, if you truly believe that you have a valid reason that keeps you stuck, email me at michael@thinkunbroken.com. Here's what's going to happen. I'm going to respond, and then I'm going to call you on your bullshit. There is not a single reason in the world that you cannot be whatever it is that you want to be in life. If you want to be a great mother, lover, friend, speaker, business person, writer, leader, coach, brother, and the best version of you, it is possible, and you can. It's that simple. Now, I'm not saying that moving towards those things is going to be easy, because they are not, but they are possible. I believe in you. Isn't it time that you did the same? Becoming unbroken. No excuses, just results. If you are going to change your life, step out of trauma and into healing, then you are going to have to make a decision to stop making excuses. You are going to have to get real with yourself and identify all of the areas in your life that you are riddled with excuses. In this exercise, you're going to get very honest with yourself. What are your excuses? What is holding you back? Writing your excuses gives you a better understanding of the beliefs that keep you trapped, not only in the vortex, but prevent you from becoming the person that you want to be. Writing your excuses is not about judging or persecution. Writing your excuses is about acknowledging and creating a clear and concise understanding of the language and beliefs that are getting in your way. In this exercise, you're going to write every excuse that you can think of that is keeping you trapped in the vortex. This exercise, as you step into it, needs to be done with grace and courtesy and an understanding that this is not about shame. This is not about guilt. This is not about putting yourself down. Instead, it's about acknowledging the truth of the reality that part of your mindset is in your way. Those negative self-talks, those places of saying, I can't, those things are keeping you stuck right now. And look, you come by that honestly. I will never argue that. There is a part of us that exists in that narrative and on that plane because of the experiences that we've had leading up till this moment. And we understand that from a subconscious level, we have to reverse that. We have to reframe our understanding of who we are. And the only way to do that is to first understand where you are at. And this may seem very challenging, and it is meant to, because it is through this place of being uncomfortable that we grow. And in that growth, we create change. And in that change, ultimately, what happens is we become who we are. So take a moment and with grace and with honesty and with truth, step into this and then step through it, understanding that now everything is in your hands. Hey, Unbroken Nation, we'll be right back to the show, but I wanted to let you know that you can grab a copy of my first book, Think Unbroken, Understanding and Overcoming Childhood Trauma, for free. If you go to book.thinkunbroken.com, you can download the PDF ebook version of the book and get everything that I know about the baseline of healing trauma for free, downloaded to your email right now. Just go to book.thinkunbroken.com to download your copy of Think Unbroken, Understanding and Overcoming Childhood Trauma for a PDF for your phone. Again, that is book.thinkunbroken.com. Thank you so much for listening to Think Unbroken. Please share this episode with someone who could use it and help us move forward in our mission of ending generational trauma in our lifetime. And if you would, please take 5 seconds to pop on iTunes or Spotify, hit that 5-star, leave a review, and you can also reach out to us on social at Michael Unbroken or at Think Unbroken. And of course, you can check out our YouTube channel at Think Unbroken. Thank you for being a part of Unbroken Nation, my friends, and until next time, be unbroken. Hey, my friends, we will be right back to the show, but I have a question for you. Are you struggling with the impact of childhood trauma? Well, know that you're not alone. I'm here to let you know that I'm starting a brand new weekly coaching group that includes a year of live coaching, accountability, support, habit and goal setting, and more. I'm starting a waitlist for the group right now, and I'm only taking a handful of people. And I'll let you know that through this personalized coaching, we'll work together to help you understand how your childhood trauma has shaped your beliefs, behaviors, emotions, and will help you create a roadmap for healing and growth. Right now, you can schedule an absolutely free coaching session with me and get put on the wait list if you go to thinkunbroken.com. My friends, it's your time to turn your trauma into triumph, breakdowns into breakthroughs, and become the hero of your own story. And I'm here to support you in doing that. Just go to thinkunbroken.com to register for a free coaching call with me and to get put on the wait list for the brand new weekly coaching program.